Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Ashley. I am a self-proclaimed skincare and makeup addict, and I'm just here hoping to make the beauty world accessible for everyone. So I realized I hadn't done a skincare video in a little bit, so I wanted to do that for you today, and it's pretty much a why I am obsessed with Glow recipe video. And truthfully, even though I have some other like watermelon products from them, this one is going to be pretty much almost exclusively all like bits and pieces of their, what do they even call it? I think it's just like their watermelon glow line, or yeah, watermelon glow. I'm like, what's the name of these products? I just know they smell great. So anyway, so yeah, today I'm just going to be doing a little bit of a skincare routine for you guys using Glow Recipes Watermelon Glow products, or at least some of them. I've already gone ahead and washed my face, since it's a little bit difficult for you guys to watch. Wow, I can't say that word. It would be a little bit difficult for you to watch me wash my face. There we go. Anyway, so that part's already done. And so I'm just going to go in, kind of talk through what I would normally do in the order I would normally use these products in. And you know what else? I kind of just want to chat about how, and I know this isn't true for everywhere in the world, but like, I'm just noticing sometimes that there's this little bit of a stigma around skincare. Like that it is just for girly girls, or that it is just for females, or even that like it's kind of this idea that like it's about vanity, I guess. Like, I'm not sure if that's the word I want to use, but that somehow taking care of yourself and being mindful of your skin is surrounded only around being vain and worried about wrinkles. So anyway, I'm just gonna chit chat about that while I go through the products that I use, guys. And hopefully, you can just sort of nod along and say, yeah, maybe grab some of the products afterward if you like them. Not sponsored, by the way, I wish. Anywho, so because my face is dry, I'm going to go in with the Ultrafine Mist. Again, these are all, unless I say otherwise, they are part of the Watermelon Glow line from Glow Recipe. Just going to give that a shake. I'll also list the products that I use below, like I usually try to do. And I use way too much of that probably, but I love it so much. And the reason I'm doing that is just to kind of dampen my skin again and help the products absorb, but also it feels really good on the skin. Next, you can see I've used a lot of this. I'm going to go in with the PHA and BHA Pore-Tight toner. Grabbing a little reusable cotton thing here. Try not to drip it everywhere. The other day, I just got thinking about how, what skincare means to me. I'm kind of muffled there. And yeah, like I want my skin to look nice. And yeah, do I want to prevent some wrinkles and some age spots or get rid of some? Yeah, absolutely. But for me, it's more about just taking the time, like setting aside time that is just like a decompression part of the day. Like, I don't have to do or think about anything other than slathering on some lotions, rubbing my face, giving it a little massage. And it's a good little, I don't want to say meditation in a way. And even if you're taking 5 minutes or 50 minutes, it's kind of time to just not think about much other than just putting on some lotion and feeling good about, what you're doing for yourself. So for me, that is a huge part of that. And actually, like not most of it, honestly. That's the huge, significant bulk of why I do the skincare. Initially got into it because I was like, oh my god, I want to get rid of some of these fine lines. and discoloration. But I just realized there was so much more to it. There really is. Next, I'm going to go in with the Niacinamide Dew Drops, and this is actually the first time I'm using them. I'm really excited to give them a go. I have been using other niacinamide serums. This is the first one. First time using this one. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. Ah, there we go. Oh, so it's actually similar consistency to the Pink Juice. I think that's what they call it, Pink Juice Moisturizer. So just get that on there, rub it around super lightly. So yeah, what was I saying there? Just it's taking a time to care for yourself, taking that time in the day to care for yourself. And I feel like kind of as you grow up, you start adulting and all that shit, you're kind of told in some ways, in a lot of ways, to like not take care of yourself, like that there are other people you should be taking care of, whether you're trying to care for your children, maybe there's a parent in your life that you help care for, maybe it's your animals. A lot of times we focus more on those things rather than taking care of ourselves. And taking care of yourself is a combination of the physical and the mental, and very oftentimes I feel like they're intermeshed. By physically doing something here on my face, I'm taking time to do that, and it's putting me in the mindset of caring for myself. And so I think that's really, like I said, I think that's really important. Is this the only way for self-care? Absolutely not. But skincare can be self-care. Just remember that. So you guys, what do you think of that? The Dew Drops, they definitely give my skin a shine. Feels good. It's a little bit, I don't even want to say tacky. And it might be the combination of the products as well. We'll see. Anyway, I'm a huge fan of Glow Recipe. Gonna give another little spritz of my fine mist. I like in between each stage adding more moisturizer, or hydration rather, not moisturizer, that's the wrong word. But speaking of moisturizer, I'm gonna go in with the Pink Juice Moisturizer. It's a very light, it's not like a, I think it has a little bit of a gel consistency. You can see it's very similar to that Niacinamide Dew Drops that we put on. So it's very light, which I like. So anyway, so yeah, there's this stereotype that's about that skincare is about vanity, right? It's not. To me, it's mental health. And, you know, some physicality, true. But also, in the morning, you should be putting on sunscreen, so it's literally about cancer prevention. So just saying, wear your sunscreen. On a bigger scale, it seems to me that, you know, while skincare is becoming more popular and more kind of generally like more generally accepted as skincare is self-care and self-care is okay, I think it's definitely more popular and more directed and more accepted to if you're female. And I don't get that. Like, I don't get that. Don't we all have skin? Is our skin not all human skin? Are we some of us greasy? Yeah, some of us oily, some of us dry, some of us textured, some of us, you know, luckily maybe have smoother skin than others. It's all not human skin in one version or another, right? Like, why can't we all find something to take care of that skin? Like, and why is that in any way, like, girly? And I'm saying this as someone who felt that if people knew I took care of my skin, I was girly. And, like, I was, as a woman, afraid to be too girly. Which now I'm like, fuck it, that's such bullshit. Like, I'm not gonna allow people or products or marketing to, like, define who I am. Like, big corporation, certainly, heck no. And you know what? If you are, like, in my life, why would you pick on me about something like that, you know? Like, what's the point? Why? Another squirt. So yeah, tell me, like, what do you guys think about that? Like, do you see that in the industry? Do you, not even the industry, in the world, do you see that kind of thing? Do you notice that, like, for some reason, like, manly men, like, are afraid to take care of their skin? Like, to wear sunscreen, to put on moisturizer? Like, heck, if your skin is dry and it hurts, put on freaking moisturizer. Like, if you're embarrassed to use, like, this little pink lotion, go ahead and go get some CeraVe, slather that shit on. Like, just, it's okay to take care of yourself. Go ahead and do it. You'll actually feel better for it. Speaking of little pink lotions here, I have the Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. And it says, again, they all have very similar kind of like gel textures. It's like the little jar, and actually have a separate little, what do you call it, like spatula? I actually do stir that one up a little bit before I use it. And honestly, I just use the teeny tiniest little amount of this. Like, if I can scoop some out there, guys, and you can see it. Like, just the tiniest little amount. Oops, I actually got a lot more than I wanted. But yeah, like, tiny little amount. That's how much I use over my whole face. And while I'm not showing you guys this here, don't forget your neck, back of your neck, chest area, do your skincare all there. It's all skin that needs some attention. Just be very gentle with your skin, your face, especially like your under eyes here. Do a little pat, pat, pat. Just super, super gentle. You deserve it, your skin deserves it, your skin will thank you. Tell me what you think about that, though. Is skincare becoming more widely accepted by everyone? By all populations? Maybe, I hope so. And like, I don't know, why would it just be girly to care about yourself? It seems silly now that I've thought about it, but you know, why is that a thing? Like, why is that a thing? And I get, if you don't want to do it, fine. It's not your thing. That's okay. I'm not pressuring anyone to do something that they don't want. But I do remember before I started thinking like, oh my God, this is just like a whole separate world I've never like dove into. And I'm a little bit like, not afraid, but like hesitant, because I was worried that like somehow I was just being incredibly vain by becoming part of it, like to doing things to care for myself. And that was, now that I'm looking back on it, totally freaking ridiculous. Last thing that I'm going to do is actually put on the what do they call it? Lip Pop. And this one's actually the blueberry flavor, or scented. I don't know if it's got a flavor. Well, we could find out. No. So I'm just going to put some of that on my lips. You can actually see it gets just the slightest color. And so I think this is actually a lip mask, maybe? It calls it Lip Pop. I actually usually put this on right before I go to bed. It's just super hydrating. It has a teeny tiniest bit of like, it's like a scrub in it, but not really. Like, definitely not harsh in any fashion. But it just leaves my lips feeling like so moisturized, so smooth. And I'm the kind of person who puts on lip gloss, lip balm, lipstick, lip oils, whatever, like 20 plus times a day. And I think I'm lowballing it, truthfully. This stuff's awesome. And let me say that just to kind of as a disclaimer at the end here, not even a disclaimer, that doesn't sound like the right word, but I will be the first person to fully admit that Glow Print Recipe is not the most inexpensive brand. It does cost a little bit more. There is a price tag associated with it. Part of that's quality. Part of that, I think, is that it's a beautiful product. But I love the way it looks. I love the way it works. So I will pay a little bit more for it. And, you know, if anything's ever on sale, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm grabbing like 3 of those right now. So definitely, if you can find some on sale, find like a value pack or something, it's worth it. So guys, what you think? That's a quick little, like, hey, here's my glow recipe routine, or at least the watermelon routine. Like I said, I have a few other products that I do want to try, and I'll give you updates on those as I try those out. But I really do like the way the products, leave my skin looking and feeling, and I'm not afraid to use the living heck out of the ultrafine mist because it smells great, it feels great. Kind of another little side note that I want to make, because if you've seen any of my other videos, I actually am fragrance sensitive, and yes, these products have a smell, but it's a very light smell, and once it's on your face, like, you can't smell anything at all. I think the thing I can smell the most is there's a sweetness to the lip balm, lip pop, I think they call it. I don't know, whatever. So there's like a sweet smell to that, but it's even very light and it goes away really quickly. But I love it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of like skincare as self-care, skincare for everyone? And what do you think of Glow Recipe? A fan? Not? Let me know. If you've enjoyed this video today, go ahead, subscribe, hit the thumbs up for me, and don't forget to wear your sunscreen. Bye.